catch it. One put it by 4 people, and they didn't catch it. Nice catch.
You needed the 7th grade runner-up spelling
No,
champion.
he was the one that beat me out in the 7th grade spelling.
He is.
I'm convinced of it.
It was a tough word, Barb.
Any further comments? Shelley?
You asking for my vote or for comments?
Unless you have a comment.
I don't. Okay, aye.
Aye.
I can't vote.
That's right,
Myself.
she can't. Aye.
With great appreciation and reluctance, I vote aye.
Aye.
We may be back.
We will have a new clerk on June 1st.
Tony's been an outstanding deputy treasurer, and I have full confidence that she'll do a good job as our clerk in a short period of time, the rest of the term.
Thank you, for stepping forward, Tony. Okay, Seabrook Culvert. This kind of got overlooked. It's an expensive project, as you can see in the back. Our portion of it is $74,500, and the amount that we will pay gross is $104,500, but we will get back our grant money. I would offer this agreement up. Is there a second?
I'll support.
Further discussion?
When is the work be done?
This season, but hopefully not until after they get the intersection done out here.
Why would they, plan accordingly?
Well, we didn't have to apply for the grant, we could have refused doing it. Any further discussion?
So this is not one of the 2 that we did last year.
No,
This is a 3rd one.
this is the one in the swamp on, just south of Third Road. Any other questions, discussion? Roll call, Mr. Harms.
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, Bill.
In January of this year, this board approved the property exemption guidelines for 2024. I got some updated information from Reason Consulting. So we need to update some of the language that we have in the guidelines to be in line with legislation changes made for PA 253. The copy that you have in your packet has already been updated. There were 3 sentences that needed to be removed, and I can go through those.
Please do.
Number 4, under income guidelines, we had it saying the income guidelines used by the board of review have been established in accordance with MCL 211.7U and shall be adhered to unless accompanied by special circumstances. They wish us to remove the unless, stating that we have to follow the guidelines. You can't have unless in there. So I removed that sentence out of there.
I'm sorry. Could I ask a question? These are guidelines, right? If you have to follow them, they're not guidelines anymore.
It's so the board of review does not have the option. Okay, the board can change the guidelines, but the board review cannot unless the board says so.
Yeah. So these are repairing that the board of review somehow has the authority to go above and beyond the board. Right.
Okay,
So she reviewed these and.
thank you for that clarification.
Second one is any relief granted is a reduction over and above the 1,200 maximum principal residence property tax credit granted by the state of Michigan. That no longer is in there anymore. They told us just to delete that out, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then under item 7 in the summary, we had the board review may deny any appeal regardless of income if the financial hardship appears to be self-created. Board review reserves the right to modify these guidelines as necessary. Board review may deny regardless of income. No. If they meet the guidelines, they get the exemption. Board review cannot come up with new rules. They have to follow the adopted guidelines. So that was deleted as well. So the copy that you have is the clean copy updated. I reached out to them, asked them, told them that we're going to have a board meeting tonight and re-adopt these guidelines for them. So I'm asking for your blessing on those.
So you need a motion to, I move that we approve the updated and the exemption guidelines
2024.
for 2024.
Second.
Okay, further discussion?
You don't have to make any new communications to the county because we're not changing any of the numerical values.
We can always give them an updated clean copy though.
Anything else? I suppose we should do a roll call on this. Carl?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. Adopted. Okay, voter registration flyer, or voter registration, I said that twice. Voter education flyer.
Yeah, so I did do some homework during the course of this meeting. The last time we did a two-sided color flyer, it cost $820 plus some change. When we did a 4-page color flyer by using an 11 by 17 folded, so you get essentially 4 full pages of color, it was only $864. So we can get 4 full color pages if we do it on 11 by 17 folded for less than $1,000.
Is that a motion?
I would like this board to authorize an amount not to exceed $1,000 for a flyer in the summer tax bill.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion?
John, is 11 by 17, will that change the weight for postage or no?
No.
It's the same amount of weight.
It's still the same, it's under 1 ounce still.
Anything else? Okay,
Do we want to talk about the content?
we wish, yeah, we didn't do that here.
The expense can be its own thing.
Well, let's talk about the content right now, and then we'll move on to the expense.
Mr. Kingsley and I had a conversation about the PDR flyer and where our official flyer should be directing people to contact. And we think that they should be contacting the township. Is that fair to say?
As opposed to our consultant, because he gets enough phone calls and so on that he basically the flyer that we saw, the draft, was an advertisement for three more services. And we think that we ought to have the township contacted so that if it's not a call that Barry needs to answer questions on, the call would not be answered by Barry.
That's fine.
It'd be done by the committee or whatever, or John Westman.
Would you like to be the point of contact, or do you think it should be the office?
There has to be somebody here.
Okay. The office. Congratulations.
That's why the certificate. Okay, anything more?
Can I get half a page?
I suspect you can.
Thank you. If space permits, I always have things to share.
Okay, it's money. Shelley?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Correspondence.
You have the most recent attorney's invoices and Ms. Brovant's resume and letter of interest.
Okay, thank you. Concerns of board members? Oh, I'm sorry, I called the public first. Public, please step forward. Name, address.
Just a question, so I'm assuming that the special meeting is going to be a public meeting? And I guess my comment would be, since I live on a private road and we've had conversations, we do not have, most private roads that have been approved, and there's a lot of them, they never required having a maintenance agreement. So I would ask that we separate maintenance agreement from a private road agreement, because the private road agreements that Sri has given me as templates are for brand new roads, and we don't need all of that. We just need, here's a maintenance agreement for a private road. So I ask that you keep that in mind when you do this, to just keep them separate, because there's a lot of them out there that could use to have maintenance
I have to
agreements.
say, I've been sitting on the draft template, and Dave's request to ask for a template kind of pushed me to complete that.
Kimberly Fritz, 3676 West North Territorial. I just want to ask you, I'm not sure even why we were supposed to be here. Were we asking for a variance? Is that what he was doing?
No, I think Gary wanted to just share, the challenges that's going on, that he's faced throughout. Your request is not here yet because a formal application hasn't been made.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. Can I answer the question?
Yes.
Sorry. It's too late. So I just asked them to be here so that they are aware of, the discussion, so that you know where the board's leading. So when the special meeting will be scheduled, that's when you will be requesting.
Variance.
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure where we're at. Right. So no further ahead today.
Yes.
In a couple weeks, hopefully. Okay, thank you.
Concerns of board members? You're not a board member.
I would like to thank Barb for her service and incredible elections. Safe, secure. Thanks.
Don't forget us.
They'll get a lot of votes there.
Don't run another one.
Okay.
I'd like
exhausted.
She would sing a song for what you
I know.
I move we adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.